Hello. This is a bit of a shorter video, I hope, and a little unscripted. I just kind of want to give an update on some somewhat exciting news. I think it's pretty cool. So, I have previously mentioned a Discord server in other videos, and I kind of wanted to clarify what that's about. The impression I would have given was that it's a Patreon exclusive server, which it does have a Patreon section, but it's a general server open to all. The only thing we have is like you have to be 15 or older to join, just for the sake of everyone there, because we do frequently share like how to do game development, art feedback, discussion on media and stuff like that. So for that, we do want to have a nice space where people can kind of just talk about whatever the hell they want. And obviously we do have rules. It's bug themed, but it's not explicit bug imagery. If anyone's wondering, it's mostly just cartoon guys. Like if you've seen my main man, my persona, he's right here. Look at the baby boy. Look at him. If you've seen him, then like that's the extent of it. Everything else is properly censored, so no worries. Anyways, so the reason I bring that up actually is that there is, and I will go into maybe a little more depth about what the Discord is in a minute, but the reason I bring that up is that we sometimes do events on this, and for October, I wanted to host an event. So here is OC-tober, the official Nivrous Terrarium server version, I guess. So what I wanted to do for this, it's my first time doing a regular art challenge like this and also making one. So what I wanted to do was I wanted to make it a little themed. So the point of this is that you could do this in many different ways. So here is the prompt list on screen. So on the left is the minimum ones, like if you are not wanting to sit and draw something each and every day, it's totally fine. There's like every 5 days you make something, and approximately every 5 days you make something, and those are just the main 5 challenges that fit the theme. And then on the right is all of the ones, and the idea with this is you can do this about one OC to really dig deep into them, or you could do multiple OCs, like, you know, which OC fits the theme the best. But here is a twist, which is something I wanted to do for this challenge, which is quite fun. You could do this with your existing OCs. That is great, good, valid, and I tried to make these so that you could do writing or drawing prompts. But you can also make up an OC, and the theme around these prompts is that they chart a villain arc for that OC. So like day 1 is simple. It's like just a simple guy. Who is the simplest? Just a guy. Look at him. He's just there, a lad. And then it's like 1 to 5 is to kind of, or even like 1 to 10 really is getting to know this character. Who are they? What do they dream? What can tempt them, etc. And then after that, 11 to like 20 is the okay, 11 to 15 is basically charting like, oh, what can tempt them, like the gray morality of their situation is where it ends up. And then up until like 22 is when they make the leap, you know, like up until then it's like, oh, the friction between the friend group, like it's sort of like ramping up to show why they would make that change from what they used to be to a villain or to any sort of drastic decision. I say villain arc because that's the most like that's what comes to mind first, but if people can find like somebody, I don't know, improving for the better or just changing completely, that would be amazing. So that shows that leap. And then 25 to 25 onwards is just like the confrontation of like, what have I become, the grief over the change, and who they've lost, the reflection, the acceptance, the peace. And then on the 31st, I think 31st was originally supposed to be when they have the change, but then I shifted it so that 31st could be opposite, how they started versus how they ended up. So that's a little fun thing. If you want to make an OC, you can do it according to these prompts. And like, I know that some of them are somewhat similar, which is kind of like I wanted to do this very natural character arc progression, so you can change or differently interpret each prompt as you see fit. Like, there are no strict rules that, oh, you gotta do it this way, you know. But it's just like a nice event to have fun, and it's currently server only somewhat. Like, obviously I can't stop people, but I would like for it to be server only, because it's gonna be a little fun, a fun October event for us, and just so that I would like to see what people do with it, you know. Like, I want to actually be able to see what people are making. So by doing it in the server, it's like, oh yeah, you get to see it. And once again, this is not a Patreon exclusive server. I have like a section where I do kind of update people whenever a video or Patreon base is posted, so you can kind of, or like commissions and stuff and streams. So it's like, if you want to kind of keep up with the basics of, oh, what's gonna happen on a particular month, as well as like when I do Patreon requests, what that theme is. So if anyone is interested in that theme, they can just hop in immediately. So all that kind of stuff. And yeah, I'm on quite a few social media platforms doing quite a few different things. So I also have a links section where it's just listing the official places, and also where all of my games are listed. So if in case you have a game, you're like, oh wait, I keep hearing you talk about being a game developer. I keep talking about this one game of yours that supposedly won awards. Where is it? Then it's like, here it is. Here's the link to that. But yeah. Map parts is gonna take a little while now, because I am working on quite a few, and also I'm trying to make them a lot more elaborate. Maybe I'll go back to a couple of PMV ones, but I have some plans, and I'm pretty excited for what's coming next. And I am really, really excited for the OC-tober list. I really hope that people can join and have fun, and I want to learn all about the 31 OCs that people use for these, or the one OC who just goes into a whole villain arc. I love it. I honestly, genuinely love it. And yeah, like I said, the one on the left is the minimum one, because obviously you can't draw every single day, and there's no pressure to do all of these, but I am going to try to do a little doodle for everyone. Like, you know, if you do any amount of the challenge, or like if you do X amount, like minimum of you, like 4 or 5 prompts, then we can all do a little OC doodle, and we can, you know, just do maybe a big group picture. I still kind of, it's just a fun casual event for the server. So yeah, I will be putting a link to that as well in the description. So I hope that, I hope to hang out with people there. It's honestly a lot of fun, and I do genuinely love chatting with people there, and we just talk about fan fiction, fandoms. It's fun. And yeah, game development, if in case that's of interest to you. So yeah, and obviously if there will be a more detailed explanation of this, and a text version of this, kind of highlighting what to do, what not to do, everything in the server itself. And you can kind of join in at any time, drop out at any time. This is like a no stakes event. You don't have to do anything. You can write like 500 words, or like 100 words. Just write a haiku. Like literally just write a little short poem every day, and that would be great. You could do like a little sketch. It doesn't even have to be like lined or colored or rendered or anything. Just a little sketch of an OC, or just a headshot, you know, something. And yeah, I totally like. So, and yeah, this is also my first time doing these kind of prompts, like I said. So I'm open to critique on how these prompts feel, on whether they're okay or not. I've sent them out to a couple of people, and I've gotten okay reactions, but you know, for people who are more experienced with doing these kind of things, and like obviously as we go through the event, we'll be getting more feedback, and there might be a few tweaks made to the form. So really, Discord is the best place to get fully up-to-date version of what's going on. And yeah, so anyways, I do have a very big video in the works. It's over an hour and a half. It's about an hour and a half of recording so far. It's definitely going to be much, much longer, and I am excited. Updates for that as well are on Discord. Updates for my animations, updates on anything that I'm working on, exclusive behind the scenes art because I don't post it on. I keep forgetting to post on social media. Everything is over there, and yeah, I am excited to hang around over there and do these drawing prompts with everyone. Bye.